What is
Yeah.
the little things up at the top? The little
Yeah,
dragon.
little mini dragons.
The
It
blue
looks
ones?
Yeah.
like legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're legendary resistance.
No.
Okay.
Is
Right.
is that for the dragon? I'm assuming.
See how they're blue? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Malgani's blue.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have them.
I mean, my
Okay.
lightning balls are also blue, so I clearly see that as like Hoots's,
Hoots.
legendary resistances.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, I don't remember the dragon being there. This is the last time.
Whatever gets you through the day, Hoots.
Yes.
Okay. So this ended in such an epic place that I kind of like have forgotten how we got here. But basically you guys had spent the night by the other stone circle, and then traveled to, is that music too loud for everybody, or how's that?
You're good.
Good. Okay.
It's fine.
And then you traveled to through the Underdark, consulting the Marauders map. You had to find a way past Myopic Mortimer, and you were looking for, how do we get to the Underdark forest where Thrax is, right? You did have a message spell with Thrax and had a little bit of a miscommunication because he burned through his 25 words very inefficiently. But you did communicate with him. You were looking for different routes, trying to get there as quickly as possible, and then it was Manon who had the idea to see if there was a stone circle, a place of power closer to the forest, because it was looking like it was going to take 2 weeks or longer to go around the Driders. You could go directly through the Drider home, but that would be almost certain suicide. So you were looking at longer routes to try to find another way there. But then, as I said, you discovered the stone place of power. And to transport yourselves through it, you decided to come to this place of power, the other one that Boots originally brought you through. You were being pursued by Malgani and 3 Dragonborn Herald's Guards. You were able to sneak past the ambush of the were-rats that were waiting for you, and led Malgani and her folks right into the ambush, where they lost one of their folks. But when you got here, you were still struggling to try to unlock the secret of how to open the passageway, when it became clear that Malgani was going to get here before you could succeed. You guys ambushed her and her group. You defeated 1 Herald's Guard. You are locked in combat with a second, and Malgani herself was basically taking a beating. What wasn't looking good for her. She's marked as your favorite foe, Kitty, and she has, on her turn, used her action to throw forth a crystalline structure that, when it hit the ground, it shattered into a ball of smoke and lightning, and released the adult dragon Skaz Cloudbreaker into the midst. I would imagine there's like a moment of like, oh crap, kind of thing. And Malgani looks up kind of in awe and worship of the dragon. And the dragon itself is sort of like getting its bearings. And in that sense, I'm going to give the dragon disadvantage on initiative. So we're going to roll once and twice, and we'll take the lower one. Hoots.
Oh no.
You're up first. That's weird how that went like that.
I see the actions in between.
Yeah. Okay. So imagine there's like this blast of lightning and power of this dragon. It forms right in front of Malgani. Malgani's almost in a submissive, worshiping posture, and the whole cave feels charged with electricity. What would you do?
Ooh, my domain. Okay. I want to. I think what I'm going to do is cast Chaos Bolt at Malgani.
Okay. From that point of view, Malgani has at least full cover or 3/4 cover. So
Oh,
that's
3
going to add to her armor class. So you may want to move first, or
Okay.
yeah.
Try to kill me while I'm gone.
Yeah, as opposed to my normal tactic of trying to kill you while you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So far, the first one, the latter, doesn't work, seemingly.
But instead of doing that, I'm going to use Phantasmal Force for my spell.
Okay.
And I will do it onto the dragon.
Okay.
I'll move to a high cover and then Phantasmal Force the dragon.
Okay. No problem. Okay, here goes. Skaz Cloudbreaker has to beat a 16. All right.
Whew.
Fail. However,
I know they can make a saving throw.
he does not wish to be taken completely out of the battle before he even starts. So he will use one of his legendary resistances. And would you please mark off a second level spell?
Absolutely.
Okay. Skaz sort of is appearing, lightning crackling across his back, his spiny, horned body writhing as he shakes off the broken crystal and looks around the room. He sees you fluttering up, and you cast a spell toward him, and you see him for a moment, kind of like his eyes glaze over, and then they glow red, and he shakes it off, and then he kind of laughs gutturally, foolish, and he takes a legendary action.
Son of a.
So he moves. He's going to use 2 legendary actions and do a wing attack on you and Beobar, Manon. So he moves up to half his movement speed. So he's going to move to here. And then you and Beobar need to make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or take 14 points of damage. Okay? I'll roll for Beobar.
So-
roll for yourself there. All right.
14.
Manon, you are knocked prone. And you take...
Well, don't I get to add 4 with Emboldening Bond?
Oh, yeah, D4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beobar. Okay. So that makes you a 16?
No, 17?
17. Okay, you needed a 20.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So you are knocked prone and take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay? Mark you as prone. But Beobar gets a 23, and Beobar is basically you guys see him as Manon gets knocked back from the wings beating. You see Beobar is like standing behind a little rock outcropping, and he's looking up over the top of the rock outcropping, and his pupils just went really big and his ears just went back.
Oh,
no.
baby me.
Okay. That's one legendary action, and we're going to forego the next one. So, Kitty, you're up.
Is the blue bolting bond, or does that mean I'm prone?
Emboldening. Prone
Perfect.
is the little, like, black, little
The
white.
weird little, okay.
That's Manon now is prone.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to use Hail of Thorns.
Okay. That's your bonus action.
It is, but I just want to make sure. Yeah. And I am going to target Malgani with my short bow.
Do you want to use steady aim or Hail of Thorns? And you are not in darkness, Kitty, because you're next to Malgani's, the Herald's Guard, who has light.
Who can see me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take
sneak
attack off because I'm going to do the Hail of Thorns thing. So
Okay.
it's just going to be a basic, short bow, magic arrow. I can't use sneak attack. I'm not using dread ambusher. I'm not using sharpshooter.
Okay.
Fair? Or am I
Yeah.
missing something?
No, I
Okay.
think that's it. So you're just trying to get a hit in, is what you're trying to do, and add.
Yeah, so I can do.
Okay.
So I can do the Hail of Thorns. Yeah. All right,
All right.
magic arrow. I'm gonna go ahead and knock one of those off, and let's try this.
Nice.
We'll take the one on the left.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right, you can roll the damage, and then Malgani has to make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see. I'll affect the target on the attack in each feet of it. Okay, so Skaz moved away, so Skaz is unaffected. A creature takes 1d10 poison damage on failed save and half as much. Or excuse me.
And do I get a D4 on the attack because I'm bonding?
You would, except you don't need it. It's
Perfect. Okay,
that's
good.
to hit. So you did 13 points plus a d10. Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so
Get it!
she can turn that into a 5 if she makes her dexterity saving throw.
Which she won't,
Which
and she will.
unfortunately did.
Focus on.
Okay, so 18 points of damage.
Good.
Okay. Malgani looks terrible. She is pretty messed up. The next creature here, okay, so all right, so that's it, it's a concentration spell, but essentially you used it and it's over, I believe.
And that already accounted with my favorite bow too, right? Like she already got the damage on
Let's see, did she? Was it clicked?
Ah, the
All right,
one.
it all adds up though. All right, as I said, she's looking really, really ragged.
that. I think there's somebody else in the group that deserves to take the final shot. So
Okay.
I'm just,
I'm
priming
laying
it.
down. I'm laying down on the job here.
Yeah. All right. Skaz's secondary legendary action was used in the wing buffet. Okay, so she doesn't get to take that. And then the Herald's Guard is going to try to recharge their breath weapon. So they need a 5 or a 6. No. So since they don't have their breath weapon, they're going to... All right. Kitty, again, you don't want me to roll a 5 or a 6. Actually, I'm just you don't want me to roll a 6. Okay, good. I believe that they were stabbing at you last time with their sword.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're just going to keep doing that.
Stabby stab. Stab, stab,
Stabby stab. 14 misses.
Heck yeah, it does.
Oh, Kitty is like dancing away from the attacker, firing arrows. Like a ninja.
Can't touch this.
Okay.
No.
Unfortunately, Manon, as you get knocked prone from the wing buffet, your Skaz like reels up and you're like laying on your back, and you see Skaz kind of look at you and just like squinting, and then like a real rage comes into her eyes, and using her last legendary action of the round, his last legendary action, he is going to snap his tail at you.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. I know, right? Ouch.
Jesus.
Okay. Doing 18 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Wait. So I have the gift of metallic dragon.
Yeah.
So would that help at all? Probably not. with the 28, huh?
Yeah, with a 28, that's pretty.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty much overwhelming.
Not
But
so
you
fast.
could. Oh, you didn't.
Oh!
Okay, make sure reroll.
Dang!
This is
Get a
this is what you guys got to do. You got to use everything.
Yeah.
Okay, mark off a first level spell, Hoots, and here goes the reroll.
Hello, reroll.
20. Okay, Manon has a what armor class?
18.
Okay, so you roll a d4. If you roll a 3 or a 4, it turns that into a
Okay.
miss.
Okay.
Does she
I'm
have
using
inspiration?
gift
Well,
of
it's just-
metallic dragon.
This is just it. This is
Just
it.
a basic. Okay.
So you spectral wings form off of your back, Manon, laying on the ground.
Yep.
Imagine the wing like wraps around you as the tail spike comes flying in. Roll a
I
d4.
just can't roll one. Okay.
No, you need
gotta
a
get the
3.
one
You
out
need
of
a
it.
3 or a 4. You need a 3 or a 4
Oh,
to be clear. A 20 makes it
Oh.
a tie, which the tie goes to the attacker.
But emboldening
Oh.
bond, right? Does
That's what.
or is an add-on?
No, that doesn't help me.
That just rolls additionally to your rolls, doesn't distract from theirs. So
Okay, we have a 50-50 chance. I need to prepare myself.
I love how like critical this There it is.
Ah!
Nice, get it, Katie.
Okay, so the wing wraps around you. There is a platinum flash of light as the tail just deflects as between the silvery barb and the tail. Mark off a use of your gift of metallic dragon. Bam, and it deflects away.
Thanks,
and Skaz says to you, Manon, his claws dig up the rocks around you. The tail whips out. It's lightning fast. It's like watching two bears fight. And Skaz says, "Insolent pretender, I'll get that stone back for my mistress." And bam, as it snaps away, making it
His turn again.
Yeah. So Skaz is going to use 10 feet of movement, 20 feet of movement, and then it's actually I keep calling it a her. Maybe it is. Its breath weapon is 90 feet long. And you and Kitty need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good. I'm super dexterous.
I know.
Nat 20.
Saving throw. Come on.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, Kitty. Really?
Well, here's the thing. Can I use luck or inspiration? Can I use inspiration?
Yeah, you can use luck or inspiration.
Let's use luck.
All right.
All right, redo.
Okay, do it over. Mark it off. That's a success.
Yes.
Okay.
Have it again.
That is not good for her cleric. 66. What's
Sorry,
it?
Katie.
Damage. Yeah, hold on a sec. Okay. Unfortunately, Hoots, you've already used your reaction.
Yep.
For the silvery barbs. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Manon, yeah, you take 66 points of lightning damage as a crackling bolt of lightning sizzles across the ground, cutting through you, up the rock, up the stone face, sizzling past Kitty as she kind of gets blasted off her feet, taking 33 points of damage. And the dragon reels back, very pleased with itself. At this point, we are going to put... Manon, you were ahead of Malgani. Sorry. We're going to put...
Wait, I still take damage?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You take
But
half
I
damage.
did...
It was 66
do...
or 33.
I can't do that too?
What's that? That's for physical attacks.
Boo.
Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, this is a saving throw. So at 7th level, you get a thing called evasion that's for saving throws. So
Boo to your rolls.
I know. Stupid rules.
Minus 33.
Yes.
6. That is okay. We gotta.
Okay.
Yeah. I see it.
Deal with this menace.
Okay. That was the turn of the dragon. Oh, also, everybody in the room make a wisdom saving throw.
Why? Why are you doing
Because
this?
the dragon is
we were friends.
super menacing. Okay, Manon.
Can I use my inspiration?
Wait. Before you do anything else, Manon, what did you need?
17. So can I use my...
Use your D4. All right. Because Manon is in your group, you all have advantage on this saving throw. But Manon, you succeeded on the first try. So, Kitty, you can try again with advantage.
Thank you. And does that take away my inspiration or just do advantage with
No, that was just advantage. Okay.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Boots.
Manon, thank you.
Okay, Hoots. Oh
I'm
wait,
gonna help
Kitty.
you.
Stop.
Kitty, you're frightened actually, but
Why?
Hoots is
Ooh.
okay. Frightened means that you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear, and you can't. You have disadvantage while you can see it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I feel like Chenille is very upset with me. All right,
It's okay. I have a nice little die to make me happy again.
that is the turn of the scary dragon. Manon. Malgani
okay.
you and Malgani are both like down, like you're on your back with your spectral wing just starting to dissipate now, and you're like raising up onto one elbow. And Malgani and you are kind of looking at each other across the room because she's down on one knee with her lance and looking like she's reaching into her bag, probably for a healing potion.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of not in a really good position. Well, if I'm prone, how much does it take to get up?
Half of your movement.
So that is 15. So can I use this? I'm just gonna go for Malgani. I'm not even gonna try and
Do
heal
it. Go
myself,
for it.
guys. So
Yeah, go for it.
I'm
Got
hoping
you.
this works. I'm gonna use Flame Stride, which gives me 20 feet of movement.
Okay, so you use 15 feet to stand up, which means you have 15 feet left.
Which-
So mark off
yeah,
a
and then-
third level spell.
Oh,
So
okay.
oh, this is great. Increase your speed by 20 feet. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna run up to her and grab my mace, and I'm gonna clunk her.
Okay.
Bonk.
You can only use. Oh, yeah. You can only use one spell, right?
Correct.
Don't I have?
Well, unless so
Okay.
you're using a spell as a bonus action because it's a bonus
Yeah.
action spell.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So I think I have the spell. I don't know where she's at, but I have the one. Where is it? Branding Smite. Oh, that's a bonus action. Dang it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run up to her and I'm gonna clunk her.
Okay, so go ahead and we're going to unmark you. You're no longer prone. You use 15 feet of movement to stand up. As a bonus action, you cast Flame Stride. As it describes your feet and the spectral wings, I'm just going to say, like, turn to flame. And you just flash toward Malgani. And again, like I said, she's reaching into her pouch to try to probably grab a healing potion and go for it.
Okay. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be like yelling, "I am the Herald!"
Yes. Do it.
And so I think so. If I'm close to her, I also get an extra 1d6 of damage based on the Flame Stride.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So
Get
So
her.
we have
wait.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you get an extra DC. Additionally, spell deals an extra D6. Okay, so come on.
Big breaths.
You need this.
I'm gonna roll the d6.
Well, that's to damage, right?
Yeah.
So you got to swing. You're swinging. You got to take an attack with the mace.
Oh, but getting within 5 feet of her gives her damage, so maybe the d6 will kill her, and I won't have to swing.
Oh, okay.
I guess. But I guess
Yeah.
the d6.
Actually,
I don't know where she's.
go ahead and roll. Okay. So,
Probably not that
she's
much.
She's still on her feet.
Okay.
But not by much.
Okay, so I need to do my Mace of Disruption.
What else you got? The D4
inspiration?
Yeah. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it. It would have been so cinematic. I am the Herald. And then you take her out. Okay. All right. I feel like.
Change your
Malcolm-
dice color, Katie.
Yeah.
I know.
Is there. Okay, so that's your movement, your bonus action, your action. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
I think that's it.
Malgani is going to make.
Kill me.
Probably at this moment is going to make a strategic
Well.
error because she really should try to slash at you, but instead, well, actually, this is a bonus action, so sorry.
Fuck.
14 points from a healing potion. Okay. And then she's going to try to recharge her lightning breath.
Oh, wait, I have a heroic dice.
She does not. Okay, let's go back.
Mhm.
The first one was a 12, and the second one was... Oh, no, wait, the second one was a 12. I only see one Mace of Disruption here.
The
Anybody-
first one... Oh, I rerolled
Yeah.
a 20. I didn't
Oh.
roll the whole.
Okay. It was
Oh,
only
so I should have
three.
rolled... It would have been a 9.
Okay, wait. You're 12 plus a D4. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll the D4. Because you're emboldening bond. Right?
Yep.
Oh, come on. All right, so that's a 13. Yeah.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
you have a heroic dice, which is a D8. Right? You need to
Yeah.
roll. You need to roll. Wait, 13. You need to roll 5 or better. Come on, Catwalk. Come on. You can do this. God.
Yay! That's good!
Oh, I thought
Okay.
it was a 1. Oh, I thought I saw
Good
a 1.
job. No, it's an 8.
Okay.
Hella 8.
Okay.
Nice job.
Like,
All right.
what he wants us
Roll
to.
some, roll some damage, please.
For fuck's sake. Please be dead. Please be dead.
Damage
Please
1.
be dead.
All right. Malgani hears you saying, I am the herald. You'll never be the herald. As she reaches in for her pouch, grabbing the healing potion. It's coming to her lips. As your mace comes down, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I just want her to be dead. I don't care.
Your mace strikes her across the face, the healing potion shattering against the ground. Her neck turns. She twists to the ground, face down, and is unmoving.
Nice. Yay.
Are you concentrating on the flame stride? Yes, concentration.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let me put the concentration symbol on you. Okay. Malgani no longer gets her turn. Beobar has to make a wisdom saving throw. Because he can see what trouble you're in. So he's going to need a 10. Come on, buddy. Okay.
Nice.
So Beobar is looking at the big, shiny blue dragon, his ears pinned back, his eyes wide. And you remember what happened the last time he saw a dragon. He attacked it.
Oh, yes.
But he sees you, Manon, over there. And then he kind of stands up straight. Completely oblivious to the threat in front of him, and looks toward you, Manon. Let's see here. He's got one of these, and he'll use it. So the first thing he does is he uses his reaction to Misty Escape, and
Ooh, nice.
disappears, poof, next to you. He takes 1d6 damage from your flaming.
Oh, good. Only 2. Okay.
He's like, ow. Oh, not. Jesus, what's wrong with me? Okay.
He's killing Beobar.
Okay. The power of the Cat Lord circulates through your body, and you regain 70 hit points.
Jesus
Dang.
Lord, what?
Oh my
spell.
gosh.
You guys, I was down to 7 hit points.
7? Jeez.
So Beobar, like, imagine like he starts to walk toward you, and he like takes a step, and then he just like disappears like into a hole in the ground, and then appears right next to you, and he reaches out with both hands and like touches you, and there's like this blue flash of light that for a moment kind of overwhelms the flames that are encircling you, and then he's like, ow, and then he like steps away like,
Oh, I'm sorry, Beobar.
rude.
Whatever this bail bar is made out of, like, I'm looking at this from an arcana person. Like, you've got some hidden talent there, little boy.
He does. He does. Okay. As Skaz sort of watches that happen, he sees Malgani fall and kind of rumbling, kind of a complaint. There is a disturbance toward the cave entrance, and you see a streak of coppery tan motion as something comes barreling out of the tunnel, large and sleek, fast, and
Boots.
maybe better.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know if that's better. I don't want another dragon.
Okay. And Ozzyl, the jealous one, is a copper dragon.
Oh,
whom
I'm a
you
copper
know-
dragon.
Whom you know of. And Ozzyl says, chromatics and arrogant metallics must now respect the coppers, the true herald of the Platinum Dragon. And he is going full speed toward Skaz. Okay.
Yeah.
Hoots, it's your turn.
Oh my goodness.
This is
So
getting
we
unruly.
all hear that dragon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, heck yeah. I am going to, let's see here. I'm like right in front of this guy. Ooh. Ooh. I will go ahead and no. It's worse either way I look at it. I am
Hoots,
gonna
can you get? I don't know if you can fly like right here, so you're not really in line with Kitty, so that hopefully, but you're within 30 feet of Kitty.
Oh, okay. That I want to try and be like right up here, if that's okay.
Perfect.
I want to hide up and far in, so I'll do just that.
Okay. So you're gonna fly up there. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta do this.
A chaos bolt.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a first level chaos bolt at him. The Skaz.
At Skaz. Okay. So 4 and a 4 are force damage, which is perfect because you did not want to do lightning damage to a blue dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So you did 9 points of force damage to Skaz. Well done, you.
Nice.
All right.
Can you move your? Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Can you move your lightning things as your bonus action, Boots?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna move as a bonus action these guys, because he is a lightning dragon. They're not gonna do much, but I'm gonna put them surrounding the guard if I can.
All right. So they can move, I think, up to 30 feet. So they can. That one can get to there. That one can get to there. So they can't damage him quite yet, but they're on their way.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So the Hoots, you fly up to the edge of the cave, trying to get as far away from Skaz as possible, and firing a chaos bolt with him. It perhaps the luck of your people, it hits him for force damage, so it actually hurts him. And then with your wand in your free hand, you aim the 2 lightning bolts that are hovering in the ground. They're just above the ground. They tumble through the air toward the Herald's Guard. Okay.
Warbling that way.
Okay. Which makes let's see. Does everybody see this? Okay. Hoots, that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which triggers Skaz's legendary action. Manon, he is looking at you again, but it appears that he's not super excited about like looking at you. It's like roll an insight. It's like trying to like if you look at a really really bright light, that's the impression you get. He's kind of
Okay.
like doing this, right? So I'm gonna roll to see if he recovers his breath weapon right now. So he needs a 5 or a 6. Yeah, that's.
Change your dice color.
He cannot use his breath weapon as a legendary action, and only you and Baobar. He obviously saw Ozzyl coming in.
Oh, dang it!
Oh, wait! Oh, Baobar's little paws are steaming, so he's like this, so he's not paying attention.
No.
And the flapping of the wings, he just goes tumbling through the rocks, taking 14 points of damage, I believe. Yeah. And Manon, you got a 19.
Yeah.
You need a 20, but
I got bless.
you've got emboldening bond. So I believe it applies to saving throws.
Yep.
All
Sure
right.
does.
You did not get knocked down this time, and imagine the wind is buffeting you, and the flames of your flame stride are just kind of flipping around you, sizzling, and you're kind of looking directly at him. And again, he doesn't seem to want to look at you, not directly anyway. Okay, that's legendary action for Skaz, which takes us to legendary action for Ozzyl. Ozzyl can move up to half his movement.
You are the Platinum Herald.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That shining
Okay.
armor.
So he uses 2 legendary actions to wing buffet nobody, but then he's moving up to half his distance toward Skaz. And he's quite a bit smaller physically, but quicker and seems to be a little more dexterous. Okay. Kitty.
So I'm scared of Skaz, but I'm not scared of Herald, right? The Herald Guard.
No, you're correct. Correct.
Perfect.
If you turn your back to Skaz, you won't be at disadvantage.
Then I'm
Because
going
as long
to,
as you can see him, you're afraid.
Yeah. I'm going to use my action to move here and turn my back to him
Okay.
and keep the Herald in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my dagger to stabby stab the guard.
Okay. That is a hit
Heck
with the
yes.
dagger.
Stabby stab.
Ooh.
Nice.
Take off the 2 because it's not a ranged
Oh, it's not
weapon.
a range. Sorry.
But you can add a D4.
Yes, I can.
And he is a living creature. Yeah, so he gets the extra D4. So he takes 14.
Nice.
All right. And Kitty, Hoots, can you put the wand in the chat? I think Kitty just moved next to a thing that's going to shock her.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
Here's the Wand of Storms.
Yeah, you are still frightened. Okay. Yeah. As a bonus action, you move through 30 feet, but no further than when a creature other than you comes in with 5 feet of the sphere. Discharges lightning. Sorry, Kitty.
I understand.
Well, she has to make a dexterity saving throw, so she's
Yeah.
dexterous.
I am very dexterous. That is true. I have the most dexterity.
Okay, so go for it. You have to beat Hoots's. What's your save? Oh, that's not going to do it.
Can I use inspiration?
Well, you have emboldening bond. She has emboldening bond.
Yeah. 12's. Hoots is 17 though. Is what you need.
Oh.
So
gonna be
So I
tough.
needed 3.
do you have a heroic die?
I have no die.
Okay. Yeah. A D4 can't turn that into a success.
Boo.
I know. So I'm gonna roll it so that Hoots doesn't have to, because that would feel bad.
Understood.
Ow!
Oh, that's not bad.
16's not bad.
Well, it's better.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Well,
and
it
I
could have been a
can't-
48.
As my bonus action, or is my bonus action already done?
You haven't used your bonus
Because
action
I'm thinking
yet.
about. Oh, sorry. Can I use that on it?
That's a reaction, and yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So mark off a first level spell, and the spell absorbs some of the incarnate energy, lessening it. You have resistance to the triggering damage type, so you take, instead of 16, you take 8 points of lightning damage. Also, the first time you hit a creature with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of the triggering damage type until the spell ends. So, yeah,
Coming for that guard.
good job, Kitty.
Woohoo! I'm getting the hang of it. It
You
only
still
took,
have
like, how
movement
many
left.
sessions?
You still have movement left, so I will say you can use the rest of your movement.
I would like to
maybe
get a
right
little
there.
bit away from this thing. Yeah, like,
There you
is
go.
that still with my back?
That's
Thank
yeah.
you.
He's directly behind you right there. If you
But
if you
he's
imagine
also-
you're facing the guard. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But if the lightning bolt thingies get to the herald, am I going to be shocked again?
It
because
depends
I'm
on where
near him?
Hoots moves them. As long as they're more than 5 feet away from you, you'll be fine.
Okay.
That's up to Hoots.
Yeah. Hoots.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Hoots, buddy.
You can now.
Friend. Just kidding.
Buddy old spell.
How much treasure do I have in the bag of holding? Hoots, or excuse me, Kitty. It's the end of your next turn, so you can try your wisdom saving throw against fear again, though.
Yes. Okay, wisdom saving throw.
The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn. Okay, so yeah, no, you're still.
Well, she gets advantage.
You're
She
still
gets to roll
scared.
again.
The advantage,
Right?
What
Because
do I get?
because you guys are, because Manon's on your side. She's giving you advantage. Thank you, Katie. I forgot that.
So do I need to
Just roll
select
it again.
advantage
No,
and roll
just
it again?
No, just roll it again. Because you already rolled once, so you're rolling one more time.
Thank you.
Yep.
Katie. Oh, do you see that? How I was on the 20 and flicked over?
All right.
Maybe I need. I'm changing my color now too. Let's go death red.
All right, Kitty. I'm putting in the turn order with 9 turns left. That you are scared.
I'm scaredy cat.
Which is a thing I've learned from you.
Yeah.
Kitty is scared. There we go. Okay. All right. So Skaz used the his second legendary action on a wing buffet, so he doesn't get the next one. Ozzyl did the same thing, so he doesn't get his. The Herald's Guard. Oh, man. Why don't I make this easy on myself? Is swinging at you with a longsword twice. That is a hit. That is 2 hits. You can use evasion to drop the damage on one of them. Uncanny dodge. So one of these is going to be half damage. Okay?
Go for it. All right, not bad.
Okay. So it
Nice.
takes 7 slashing damage total. 5 from one
Suck.
attack, 2 from another.
Oh, I see how you did math. Okay.
So
-7.
ducking and weaving, swinging a sword at you. You're fighting like a person in plate mail armor with a 2-handed sword, and you've got a dagger.
I still like my odds better.
Yeah. Okay.
I do too.
It's pretty amazing. Okay. Now that turns. Skaz has a legendary action. The only person in range is the Herald. He is going to attack with disadvantage. There. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, why is he attacking the Herald? Like, oh, I'm the Herald.
You're the Herald. Okay. A 1 is always a miss. So the tail attack, like again, Skaz is looking toward you, digging up the rocks. You will no longer be the Herald when I take the stone from your corpse. And the tail goes whipping toward you, but it just shreds across the rocks. It kind of like kicking sand in your face, but it didn't hit you. Okay. At which point Ozzyl is got Ozzyl also takes some damage from the lightning because he ended his turn right next to it. So, Hoots, will you roll 5d4, please?
5d4 coming up.
Is it only 4? No. Yeah, never mind.
Okay, Ozzyl's going to take half, 5 points. All right. Will you guys all look in the journal, and you should all see Ozzyl, the jealous one?
Yeah.
Okay, you can.
Ooh, nice.
I want you guys to do his dice rolls.
Okay.
All right. So just looking at what he's able to do from this distance with a legendary action, he already used 2 actions to move, so he's only got 1. There's nobody in range to make a tail attack with. So he kind of can't use his legendary action right now. Okay. However, it is his actual turn. And he has access to his breath weapon. So kind of the smart thing to do for him would be to move here. He can fly at 80 feet and blast Skaz with 60 feet is the breath weapon. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Acid breath and 60 feet. Yeah. So
Nice.
that means that Skaz is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. So can one of you put the breath weapon in the chat? All right. DC 18 dexterity saving throw. Oops, not disadvantage. Take the one on the left, which is a fail.
Perfect.
Okay. Causing Skaz to use his second legendary action, legendary resistance, marking that off. He is going to take 33 points of acid damage and roar and bellow in fury as he turns toward Ozzyl, preferring that target to the one that's glowing and hurting his eyes. Okay. That's Ozzyl's turn. Skaz had already reset his breath weapon, so you guys get to... who wants to roll for Skaz's dexterity saving throw against lightning breath?
It's just a d20?
Yes. No. On Ozzyl's character sheet, do you see they're laid out? Monster character sheets are laid out differently from your player character sheet.
Oh, yeah.
So do you see under saving throws, it's like the first column underneath the strength and dexterity and all that stuff, there's one that says
Oh, yeah.
+6, so you just click on dex +6 right there. No need to use a legendary resistance.
Aha.
But
Nice.
Ozzyl does take 33 points of lightning damage. You hear him scream, "Ah!" Not loving that. And then Skaz is going to use his movement to
Fuck.
Okay. Manon, it's your turn.
Well, I ruined what I was gonna do. Okay, I am going to do. Okay, sorry, I have to remeasure stuff. Okay, so
This is actually kind of cool with his character sheet up. It's like I'm piloting a Gundam suit. Like, I have another like cool big fatty boss sheet.
5.
Pilot. It's great.
That's awesome. Okay, so I want to move. I think to. Okay, so I want to move to right here
Mm-hmm.
and
Do it.
use my Frost of Silver Dragon
Ooh, cool. Okay.
because I can't see Ozzyl, but I don't think it'll hit Ozzyl.
I think
'cause
you
it's
have to
only
move
30 feet.
one more square to the south. Okay. Mark off. Okay, so we're saying 15-foot cone because I think the 30 is a misprint.
Oh shoot, that's right. Okay.
Each character in must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, that takes 3d8 and is covered for ice. A creature covered in ice has speed reduced to 0. Okay.
Okay, so if I go to here, so
Yeah.
that would be
So you're only going to hit Skaz with that. And Skaz
Perfect.
has to make a
Gosh,
Constitution
15.
saving throw.
Yes.
All right. They're pretty beefy dragons. Yeah, 29. So does he
Okay.
take half damage?
Yeah, he takes half damage.
Okay, roll 3d8 and he will take half damage from that.
3d8.
But he's a gargantuan creature, so
Nice.
That's pretty good. Okay.
And then
so
I can still. Oh, good.
Okay, I was just gonna say it. Just sort of imagine like your 15-foot frost cone breath, right? It kind of like covers this part of his tail, and like there's this shatters. You know what I mean? Like it gets just so much to like encapsulate his whole body, right? Okay, so what you're gonna do?
And then I want to move back here so that I'm in cover.
Okay, so you moved. Oh, you're still moving fast.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Smart.
I think that's
your turn. All right, good job.
Okay.
Baelbar. He's pretty mad at that dragon. But I think he realizes with two dragons fighting each other, he's probably not in the best position to do anything about it. So he's just going to hide.
Perfect.
Let me see. Does he have a hide stealth guy? Okay. He's not doing a great job of it. He's just hiding behind a rock, like watching the big fight go on. All right, Hoots, you're up.
I will move closer. I will see whether or not if it's in range. Technically, if I use my spell Sniper, it is, but I am going to lob a Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
So
Skaz needs a Wisdom saving throw. They're not terribly unwise, but it worked.
I will
Make it personal. Make it personal.
Yes. I think I had one lined up. No, I think this will be good. As I flutter down closer to the battlefield, I project out towards the big scaly cloud breaker and I say, "Someday you will go far, and I hope you stay there."
Okay, 2d4, please.
2d4.
Oh my god, Tiffany. All right, it's the advantage that somebody gets on their next attack against him that really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What to say? Oh, he has disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes.
Nice.
Okay, so what else was going on? Somebody hit him with something. Did we? I forget. Okay, well, I think we're good. So remember when he takes, because it's his turn, he has a legendary action right now. And so he is going to use a tail attack on Ozzyl. But he's going to do so with disadvantage. So here goes.
Nice.
Miss. So, well done. You just saved Ozzyl from some serious pain.
Really got into his head with that comment.
Yeah, you did. So that was movement, and your action was a Vicious Mockery. Is anything else?
Bonus action is to move the warbling orbs right behind the herald, so only it can zap him.
The herald's
yes.
Okay, so he needs 2 saving throws.
Yes. I think if I scroll up, I can see where my
Dexterity. That's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fail. So he's gonna take full damage from both.
Yep. And if it's 2 spheres, it'll be 5d4 each.
There you go.
Here's the first set.
And that's, oh, nice.
And because it's lightning, can it be re-rolled?
Yeah, you get to re-roll
Ooh.
1. So actually it's 8, 11, and plus 2d4. Oh my God.
Nice.
Okay, 17. All right. The second one hits him.
Mm-hmm. Rolling
Oh
for
gosh.
That's
10.
10 plus 2d4. Okay, so I think you have to keep the second roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
12.
so 12.
So 17 plus 12. How do you want to
That
do
should
this?
be dead.
Yeah.
Kill him.
How does it happen there, Tiffany?
As I swoop from on high down into the field to get into light, to yell that the profanity towards the dragon. In like a trick, I turn with my wand and flick the 2 orbs to surround the guard in the back half, giving him a shocking jolt for his life.
And Kitty, you being more than aware of how much it hurts to be next to one of those things, he's super fixated on you swinging his swords, and the 2 spheres of lightning kind of circle around behind him, and then they close in behind him, and he's like, "Ah!" The lightning like running up and down his body, drops to his knees, drops his sword, face plants in front of you, and you get to say something cool.
Shocking, isn't it?
Yes.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Ozzyl gets to use a legendary action at this point, and he has he had disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay. So he's gonna. Who wants to roll a tail attack for Ozzyl, please?
I had his character sheet up. Let me get him going again.
Yeah, if you want, I can do it too, Tiff. But yeah, if you already got it going.
So I am making a tail attack.
Yeah. So under actions, it's the 4th thing down. Just click tail. Skaz is kind of physically more powerful, larger, and as Ozyl's tail whips around to stab at Skaz, he kind of catches it in his claw, yanks him down, and they're sort of locked into their battle right now. Okay, Kitty, it's your turn.
Well, I was gonna do short bow anyway, so we're gonna do short bow towards Skaz.
Okay, so mark disadvantage because you have disadvantage while you see him. So just imagine like Kitty's thought she understood dragons. Like she's been with Manon, they're buddies, Dragonborn, but like a full-size adult dragon is a different thing altogether. So yeah. So
and none of my I can't use an extra D4 for what Katie gave me.
Well, 1 is always a miss
to help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can make your switch from disadvantage to advantage and make your wisdom saving throw again.
Perfect.
There we go. As you see the other dragon battling the blue dragon, your fear starts to dissipate, and you see Manon, she's surrounded with flames, and you've always thought, was she like fire? Like, okay, so she's doing it, right? So it kind of inspires you now.
Yeah.
So okay. Kitty is no longer a scared.
And I still lose my favorite foe even though I didn't hit him, right?
I believe you can mark a creature with favorite foe when you hit it. Correct?
So do I still get to keep my favorite foe until I hit? Or is it like, hey, I tried and now it's gone?
Yeah, you did not lose the favorite foe. It only counts if you hit them.
Nice.
So, okay. So that's good.
Cool.
All right. That makes it Skaz's legendary action. He will do a wing. No, I think he's just going to keep stabbing him with his tail. Okay. This time it's straight up, not disadvantage. So 28 is a hit. Back to normal. And Ozzyl takes 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Ozzyl doesn't love that. However, it is now Ozzyl's turn to fight back. So who wants to do a tail attack for Ozzyl?
Tail attack again?
Yeah.
For actions? Okay. I can do it. Let's see. What is his response? Somebody else take Ozzyl.
Okay, Skaz is at the moment is overpowering the jealous one. Herald's Guard is dead. Therefore, the legendary actions don't happen until after Skaz's turn, and then after Manon's turn. Okay. So Herald's Guard is dead, like I said there. That makes it Ozzyl's turn. Ozzyl is going to try to recharge his breath weapon. So go ahead and roll a d6 kitty.
Got it. D6 coming right up.
Okay. No. Okay, so that's not recharged. Manon, do you want to do 2 claw attacks and then a bite?
Yeah, sorry, it's hard to have his thing up and
Yeah.
when I'm recording.
Understood.
2 claw attacks.
Yep. So do you see where to click on claw?
Yep.
That is a hit. So
Just
again,
rolling both right now.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
again. Yeah, he's not in danger of being killed, if that's your question.
Okay.
So that is a second claw is a hit. Now do a bite.
Bite.
Ah, damn.
Shoot.
Miss. Okay. Do the damage for the 2 claw attacks.
How do I roll? Oh, okay. Cool.
Just click on them.
Yeah.
So 12 and 13, so 25. Okay.
Manon can have Ozzyl.
All right.
I'm just gonna close that window.
You've seen like 2 large animals just go at each other, so it's like that. There's just claws and blood splashing, and it's ferocious and terrifying. Making it Skaz's turn. He is going to try to recharge his breath weapon. He fails to do that. He is going to try to claw at Ozzyl. Miss. Oh, crap.
Ah.
Better a claw than a bite, though. Okay, so he connected with a claw and a bite. So we'll do the bite first. Ozzyl takes 30 points of slashing and lightning damage. And 20 is gross. You guys haven't rolled a 20 yet.
We need to help Ozzyl, guys.
50. Ozzyl's taking a beating right now. So 51 points that round. Okay. You hear Ozzyl scream in pain as Skaz slams him up against the cave wall, slashing at his body with his back claw, biting down on his shoulder. Ozzyl breathes against the wall, acid spraying down the side of the cave wall. Okay. Let's see, we got to do legendary actions after Manon. Okay. Manon, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do guiding bolt
Okay.
at Skaz.
The next person to attack Skaz will have advantage. Manon, that is
okay.
your action. Do you have bonus action, anything else, movement?
Yeah. For my bonus action, I want to recharge one of my level 1 spells.
Okay.
Either Bailbar
Do you want that in the
or
chat?
Hoots
That.
will get the advantage.
Okay. Mark off 1 channel divinity. That makes a legendary action for Skaz. So I feel like he's just slashing at Ozzyl with his tail. Ah, damn. That was almost a miss. Okay. Ooh.
Gosh.
Yeah. It's getting
Not so
it's getting-
fast.
Oh, you gonna silvery barb that?
I'm going to try and make attempts. Yes.
Oh wait, doesn't he have disadvantage on his next attack?
No, someone who
Can-
attacks him gets advantage.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh, Hoots. That's barely in range, Hoots. Okay. Here we go. He's got to re-roll. Hoots. Coming in
Atta baby
clutch.
Hoots.
Turns that hit into a miss. There's a flash of silvery light across Skaz's eyes, which caused him as the tail, which was driving right toward
Nice.
Ozzyl's body, deflects at the last second and misses, giving Ozzyl his last legendary action. Manon or Kitty. It's got to be a tail attack.
I can do it. I have this up. It's going to be a tail attack
With advantage. So
with
you
advantage.
can either just click it
Okay.
twice, or you could click on his advantage tab. Just click it twice. That's funner.
I'll do the click twice. That sounds like fun.
Okay. Nice. That's a hit.
Yeah.
All right. Do some damage to Skaz. He's shockingly
Heck yeah.
undamaged at this point.
He is.
Oh my gosh.
How do I actually?
Just hit
click where
attack.
it says attack on the chat.
Oh, perfect. It actually will be clicky.
Just clicky click. There we go. 12 bludgeoning damage.
And
Okay.
again?
No, you only
Just
got
one.
that was advantage, so one of those was the hit.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Baobar. What's the little tyke gonna do? It's not a word for Baobar so much as it is just like radiating cuteness in a 60
Aw.
Ow.
Yes.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice you can see within range. So, Kitty, Hoots, are you even damaged yet?
I don't appear so. No.
Okay, Manon.
Give me all the heals.
So, Kitty, Manon, you're at full, aren't you?
I'm like one away from.
Okay, so you'll be
full.
up to full. But more importantly, Ozzyl. I think Ozzyl is within 60 feet. Yes. Okay. So the spell does. Someone roll a d4.
I'll roll it.
Okay. Plus Baobar spellcast.
Nice.
Nice. His is charisma, so it's +7. So Kitty and Ozzyl heal 11 hit points. And that's the power of cuteness. Okay, Hoots, you're up.
I am going to hit him with a fireball in the back. I'm not
Nice.
going to convert it to lightning. I'm just going to go straight fire.
That's pretty smart since he's immune. to
Yeah.
And I know it's on here. Boom! I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
So you're just gonna. I'm assuming you're gonna make it so that it doesn't hit Ozzyl.
Yeah, not Ozzyl.
All right. He has to make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn. All right. So he's gonna take.
But he has disadvantage. Wait. Hoots has advantage?
Yep.
No. You
On the
guys
next
have
attack?
advantage. You have it. No. Ozzyl got advantage on his tail attack for his legendary.
Oh,
Kitty roll.
dang it.
First one to
Okay.
attack him.
Yeah. So he takes half damage. So 14.
Oh, good.
points
Okay.
Fire damage. Gaz does. It all adds up, you guys.
Sure.
Okay. Hoots, you I might say you still have all your sorcery points at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use
From
some.
this, I'm going to convert and spend points in order to regain, at this point, a 4th level.
Okay. Cool. Is that your turn? What are you doing with your
Yeah, for
lightning
my
bolts?
bonus, and then I'm going to move closer to Manon for support.
Okay. All right. Legendary action for Cloudbreaker. I think he's going to use 2 to try to knock. He's going to try to knock Ozzyl prone. So that's going to force Ozzyl to make a what is it? A dexterity saving throw. Which one of you would like to use to try to do that? He has advantage because he is within the presence of the Herald as well. So, Kitty, your dexterity. Do you see on Ozzyl's character sheet? No? Something going on? Okay. Manon,
So dexterity.
do you see on his character sheet there's saving throws and dexterity's +6?
Yeah.
So just click that.
I see as a plus. I only see dexterity as +1.
Well, you're looking at his stats. Look below that. There's one that says saving throws. Where you see strength.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Saving throws +6.
It looks different.
There
than
it
I thought.
is.
Was that 20?
Yep.
Yes.
Dang! Katie,
Okay.
get it.
Ozzyl does not take any damage, nor does he get knocked prone. Nicely done.
Whew.
Very good.
Okay, but
job.
that leads us to Ozyl's first legendary action. And I'm gonna say that he's a smart fighter, so he is going to use a 3rd level spell, and he's down to 1, and he's going to cast Blinding Smite. So the next time he hits a creature with a melee weapon, they'll take an extra 3d8 radiant damage. Okay.
Nice.
So that's what he did for his using 2 legendary actions. He did that. Kitty, your turn.
And that's it. So short
here we
bow,
go.
ready and go.
Bring all the smoke.
Let's hope so.
Nice.
27
Yes,
hits.
thank gosh. Yes, it does.
All right, so we
I'm
just
gonna
mark off an
Skaz
arrow.
Yeah, I marked off a magic arrow, but I need you to mark Skaz as a favored foe now
Yep.
because it hit. And I'm gonna do damage. Are there any
Nice,
boxcars
kitty.
there? There are some boxcars. Look at
Nice.
that.
Ow!
Nice. Oh my god, 29 points.
Nice, kitty.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Before you even roll the boxcars, Skaz has got Ozzyl kind of pinned, and it's not going super well. But you see a chink in his armor, and you just sight down and aim, and the arrow sinks all the way to the shaft right in his shoulder, and he screams, bellowing in pain. Now go ahead and roll the boxcars.
Nice. I love that description. That was a good one.
Thank you. Enemy armor damage. That's huge.
That is huge.
AC
And it's
reduced by
perfect with the story.
your proficiency bonus. That's amazing. Your proficiency bonus is +3, I believe.
3. Yep, it is. You're right.
You have lowered his armor class by 3.
Nice.
That is awesome. Okay.
That's huge.
That
Yeah.
is huge.
Good job, Kitty. I think that's your turn.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nicely done. Okay. Skaz screaming in pain, starting to panic a little bit. His breath weapon recharges.
No. Well, no, because he. Maybe I'm miscounting, but he tried to do.
He did the wing attack.
Yeah, he did a wing attack.
Thank you, Katie, for keeping it honest. Okay,
Good
so
job.
he's buffeting and he's turning toward you guys. So you got the feeling that he's gonna go after you.
So we need to spread out.
All right, Ozzyl.
We're not being aligned.
It's his
Yeah.
turn. Kitty, you didn't get to roll last time, so roll a d6. You want a 5 or a 6.
Got it. D6. Come right up.
Okay. Ozyl's in too much pain to recharge his breath weapon right now, but he can claw, bite. The first claw, or whichever claw hits, will have branding smite as a bonus to it. Or blinding smite, excuse me. Okay, Kitty, do you want to make the attacks, or do you want someone else to do it?
I would like to do it.
So on Ozyl's character
I'm gonna
sheet,
do-
on the right-hand column, there's a claw, and then so click the claw twice and the bite once.
on the right hand. Oh, I see claw. Okay, so claw, bite, right?
Correct.
Nice.
Nat 20. Yeah.
All 3 of them connect.
Oh, good job, Kitty.
I feel like it's one of those like codes you put in, when you're on your PlayStation and it's
Yeah.
like XXOX, square.
It's a combo.
Yeah, combo move.
Good job. Okay, roll. The first one will hit, so this will have an extra 3d8 to it. So go ahead and click where it says attack on the first one. And
Got
we'll get the damage. Okay, so 9 slashing damage plus roll 3d8.
Now roll a 3d8.
Yes,
okay.
please. So Ozzyl takes 23 points of damage.
Nice.
And then he's got to make a Skaz does.
Skaz. I was about to say, I was like,
Skaz.
no,
Like,
not Ozzyl.
My bad.
Like, no.
Skaz has to make a Constitution saving throw or go blind. That's a fail. He's his last legendary resistance to not go blind. But he's out of legendary resistances, you guys. Okay.
Good.
Now roll the damage on the natural 20, Kitty.
Now roll damage on that 20. Get it.
There we go. 19. Bringing it.
Heck yeah.
Okay. And
Nice,
now the
Kitty.
bite.
Oh, nice.
This is real fun.
This is fun.
And yeah, just where it says the bite attack, just click the
Click that
attack.
next.
Yeah.
Okay.
22.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Get it.
I love
Okay.
this story.
So Kitty,
Yes.
imagine that you've just sunk an arrow into his shoulder, which causes him to turn his attention momentarily from the dragon he's got pinned toward you, and Ozzyl just brings in both claws underneath his stomach and chomps down on his shoulder and kind of bowls him half over backwards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay, Ozzyl!
Epic.
Okay. Manon, just to remind you, Ozzyl is a known dragon to you.
Okay.
Ozzyl the Jealous One is a known dragon. It's in that email I sent you a long time ago. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, Skaz's turn. And he is a little bit like freaked out now. So he's fighting between you guys and Ozzyl, and so he is going to take the disengage action from Ozzyl, and then he is going to use all of his movement back toward the cave entrance.
Chicken.
Big blue chicken. Okay, Manon, that makes it your turn.
Can't let him leave.
Okay.
He disgraced your
looking at my
family.
email.
He disgraced your honor. He disgraced
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I think I want to use, let's see if this will work. I think he's in. Okay, I think I want to use the word command.
Yes.
Oh, this works. This will be the most epic thing ever.
Oh, it sounds cool already.
Oh man.
I think they have to, right?
Yep. Okay, so what are you saying?
They roll.
Mm-hmm. And
Ah.
he's out of legendary resistances, so this is
I know, that's why I've been waiting for him to roll, get out of this so I could do this.
So what's the word?
I don't know if I should say stop or freeze.
Let's take it literally. So which one makes more sense literally?
Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Here goes, you guys. He does have a bonus to his wisdom. Manon, yours is 16, so he's got to beat a 16. I'll just tell you, he's got a +7.
Oh,
So
fudge.
here goes, but it could work.
No!
I was actually really hoping that would have been so cool. Okay.
I feel like he should be disadvantaged because I'm the herald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. There's another presence of a copper dragon.
Okay. What you have established is that chromatic dragons, evil dragons, are at disadvantage to attack you. So if he tries to attack you with his physical attacks, you're blinding him. So that's why he was not like physically trying to hit you that.
Okay.
Okay. So that is something we'll write on your character sheet later. But that was cool, Katie. That was really cool. Do you have any bonus actions or anything like that?
I don't think anything that will do much. So.
Wait a minute. Are you you're still concentrating on your spell?
Yeah, I guess I could run at him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's run at him.
55 feet? Yep, because you can fly while you're doing that, right?
Ooh, okay.
So you just sort of zoom up the wall, flying on the fire of your what is that thing called again?
Yeah, let's breath weapon him.
As a bonus action. There you go.
Yeah.
Natural 1. He takes 3d8 of acid damage.
Great.
Heck yeah.
Roll it, catwalk.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Katie!
Yay!
So good, Katie.
Okay, the acid from your breath weapon as you fly on the power of your I'm still trying to remember what that spell is called that you
Flame stride.
Flame stride. So like imagine you guys are familiar with Hermes, the Greek god with kind of the flaming, like, or with the wings on his feet. So that's like what's happening with Manon now, except it's fire. Like she's walking on a bolt of fire, and she like runs up after him, and she just acid hits the back of his tail, and he's just like flying away.
Oh wait, he also takes damage because I'm within 5 feet of him, right?
Another d6 of fire damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
1 point. That's all right. Okay. However, he does get to use his legendary action, his last one, on the end of your turn. With disadvantage, he snaps his tail at you to try to keep you
Rude.
off of him. Oh, either way. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Still a very dangerous creature. Okay, Ozzyl will use his last legendary action to wing buffet and move up to half of his speed. So, which is 40. So he's pursuing, but he's flying through the air, and like blood drops are dripping from his body as he's hauling ass after the other dragon. Beobar, let's see, Beobar is going to do this, and he doesn't attack the copper dragon, such as his attacks are. Okay, Hoots. I got you right when you're doing your mouth full.
Very sorry.
No.
I am going to. Oh God.
Make it good.
No, wasn't right there. Right in front of Kitty. Just
Okay.
swoop on in, and then do a chaos bolt for my action. Boom.
With a D4 for emboldening bond, that's a hit. That would have been a miss, but the emboldening bond, even if you rolled a 1, would turn it into a hit thanks to Kitty's armor shredding arrow.
Nice.
All right.
You're welcome.
Roll the damage, and let's see what kind of damage it is.
Let's keep up with the acid.
So
Yeah.
Not happy with it.
It's only 5 points of acid damage, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to still I was going to move the orbs in front.
So you can move them 30 feet? Yeah, you can get them over there, or you get one of them next to him if you want. But blue dragons are immune to lightning damage.
Yeah.
Everything adds up.
Yeah, but immune. They take no damage from lightning.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Is that your turn, Hoots?
It was something.
It was
That's the
there.
other thing I do.
Okay.
I use an action, bonus action movement.
All right. So his legendary action, the only thing that makes sense is to try to wing buffet Manon. So Manon, you need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Yep. And it's a tough one.
I feel like I should have advantage because I have. I'm flying.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Yeah, you can have advantage.
Oh, thanks.
That's fair.
No.
Okay, so the best you can do is a 17. Which isn't quite good enough. So you get knocked prone, right?
Yeah.
Do you get knocked backward? Each creature within 10 feet receive dexterity 20 or take 14. Okay, so I was going to say take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. Okay, so you are now prone.
And I lost concentration now, right?
No, you can make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, cool. Okay. So do that right now.
Yes, please. Okay, you maintain concentration on your spell.
Okay.
Job.
Ozzyl then Cloudbreaker then moves up to half his speed, which is going to take him into the tunnel, where he's going to hit the edge of the tunnel. But Manon, you still get an opportunity attack just with disadvantage because you're prone. So you can swing
Okay.
your mace as he's like you're from your back, right? Like
Okay.
the disadvantage with his reduced armor
Okay.
class, but with your plus 1d4. My hard drive
Let's go.
is broken. Ah, damn. 12's not good enough.
Ah,
Well, actually, roll a d4. If you roll a 4, it'll turn that 12 into a hit. Thanks to Kitty's.
ah.
Oh,
God.
14.
Okay.
Let's see.
It was a good try.
Ozzyl.
Can he fit through the tunnel?
It's difficult terrain for him.
Oh, okay.
Because he's big.
You chunker.
Is it dark in the tunnel?
It is dark in the tunnel.
Kitty, you get in that tunnel and you wreak havoc.
This dragon is just half wrecked. Okay, Kitty.
Only half wrecked?
He's, well, pretty close to wrecked. All right,
Just
so,
to clarify,
yeah.
my dread ambusher has already been used at the very beginning before this guy even joined,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
when
just
you
checking.
ambushed
Yeah.
Malgani.
I'm going to move to about here. And I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, which is... Oh, I can't move, can I? Because you used steady aim with the last one.
You can
so I
move
have
this
to
round.
stay...
You just can't move steady in this round.
I just can't use it. Okay, perfect. Good, good, good. That's fine. All right, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to use short bow. And I get advantage because it's sneak attack.
No,
And
you don't get advantage. No, you would get advantage if you steady aimed. You get
That's
sneak attack
right. I
if
thought
it's
it was
advantage,
sneak
not the other way
attack.
around. Yeah.
All right, but he's favored foe. So,
Yeah.
and plus all the things that Katie gave me. So let's try this.
Damn it.
Inspiration? Can I
No,
re-roll with that?
roll your d4.
No?
Roll your d4.
Okay.
Still a miss.
Dang it.
Oh, did we give you a heroic die when you rolled a... No, you didn't get a heroic die from
I
your...
did not. You're right. I didn't.
Well, it didn't say to is why, right?
Oh, true.
But
I thought
you
I
still
got
haven't used your inspiration?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
So,
mark
but
it
you
off
said it doesn't
and-
count.
And you can roll again.
Are you sure I thought you said it wouldn't work on this. Are you giving me an extra?
No, inspiration you
No,
re-roll.
inspiration, you just
right?
re-roll your attack.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
If
Okay,
you
so
want.
now I'm gonna re-roll the short bow or the
The attack of
D8.
the short bow.
the attack of the short bow.
Yes.
Okay.
And you won't, yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
I
you'll
took
still
off
get the
the-
d4 to it. So
Let's try this again.
come on, Kitty.
Come
Blood
on.
red. There we go.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Plus a D4 now, or I don't need it.
You don't need it.
Perfect.
Do the damage, no sneak attack, but with the d4 for favorite foe, yeah.
Plus a D4. Okay, no sneak attack. Gonna go ahead and roll that on normal, and then I'm gonna do a D4.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Kitty, you
Yes.
move definitely across the edge of the cliff face here. So mind you that where you moved across is like it drops down steeply to your left, down to where
Oh.
Baobar is. So
Yeah.
you just kind of hop across there. You draw your arrow back. Everyone is just sort of flashing. Ozzyl's firebolt tumbles through the air, hits Cloudbreaker, kind of tumbles across the top of his scales in his back. He slams into the cave opening. Stalactites and stalagmites and pebbles fall from the cave roof. Kind of, you feel a rumble. Boom! He slams into it, tucks his wings in, looks just for a second, looks over his shoulder back at you, snarling, saliva and blood dripping out of his mouth. Right as you release the arrow flies directly into his eye socket.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted.
And he spasms, slamming against the side of the cliff face. Lightning kind of buzzes out in a big explosion, and the dragon is no longer moving.
Killed the first dragon, guys.
Good job, Dragon Slayer.
We did
Nice.
it. I won't even take.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer is my new title. Not to fret. I am here.
Kitty, you're feeling really good about yourself, but then suddenly drip, drip, drip. And you look up over your shoulder, and this large copper dragon's looking down at you, kind of a blood dripping from a few wounds on his face, and he's kind of tilting his head to one side. All right. I feel that's break time.
Yeah.
Great break time.
Good job, you guys.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hats off to
That's
you.
awesome.
Hats off to you. Okay.
that was a head scratcher. Like if it
Everyone
wasn't
gets
for-
4 new levels. Everyone.
Yeah.
God, this fight without Ozzyl would have been just.
No, you guys wouldn't have survived that.
No.
Even with Ozzyl, it was pretty hard.
Yeah, that was
Thank
rough.
goodness for Ozzyl.
Yeah.
Goodness for
And
Beowulf.
you'll get to meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beobar too. You'll get to meet him when we come back.
Cool.
Okay. See you at 8:30, let's say.
Perfect.
All right.
Cool.
Bye. I'm gonna move Beobar up here, not next to Manon. He's still scowling at you, Manon.
I know.
Burn his pawsies.
Okay, so Kitty, this this dragon has this coppery sheen to him. He's like, you know, that iridescent color. So like, depending on how the light hits him,
Mhm.
there's a different coppery color. And like, you can see hints of that with Manon scales, but this is what it looks like when it's almost come to its full potential. And Manon, you know that Ozzyl is an adult dragon, and in maybe another 100 years he'll graduate to that ancient status. But he's well known in the Coran Isles, but he hasn't been seen lately. So he looks down at you, Kitty, and there's this low, deep rumble in his voice. Dragon Slayer. He nods to you. Then he turns to you, Manon, like slowly, regally, his head looking toward you, and he like bends his clawed wrist and like bows. My herald. And then you see him look at Beobar, and he tilts his head, kind of like curiously. Rex Felix, my lord. And then he bows all the way down to Beobar, and then stands up. And Beobar's eyes go wide and his ears pin back, and he's like, and he starts attacking him. And he kind of plucks him, like literally like this, carries him back, and drops him in your arms, Kitty.
The talons just by his clothing.
Beobar's
I already
doing
have
this.
something shiny and sparkly to distract him with, and I hold him like a baby and just put it over him and let him
Okay.
have it.
But he kind of, he's sort
Yeah.
of distracted.
Just-
But Ozzyl sort of looks at you, at the three of you, and plus Beobar. And what is it that you are doing down here in the dark, my herald?
We're trying to rescue one of our friends.
Tell me more.
I had a guard named Thrax, and he
Friend.
became one of my best
Yeah.
friends.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I'll shut up.
And I don't know why this cat's here, but she is.
Because she is the Dragon Slayer.
Yes. And
He bleeds on you a little more.
we had gotten into a little bit of a scuffle, and unfortunately, Thrax sacrificed himself so that we could get away. And we have found out that he is still alive and are on a quest to save him and get him back.
Oh, he is very dear to us. As I swoop on in to meet the remaining group.
He nods to you, Hoots. Kind of a curious smile on his face. Then it is true what is said about the herald will be kind. The herald will be kind. The herald will be generous and loyal. Nothing like Lilith, as I've always said. Chromatic
Nothing
dragons,
like Lilith.
Nothing like Lilith. chromatic dragons, these blues and reds and greens, as if they could bring forth the herald. And ha! Bahamut picks a copper. We are underappreciated. It's all about golds and silvers, all you hear, but it would be a copper who is the herald. And all of you sort of get an insight as to why he might be called the jealous one. So, I have long suspected that the pretender Lilith had stolen someone's power. I did not know it was you, but I knew these, and he points at the Herald's guards and Cloudbreaker, these Cretans were up to no good, so I followed them. And lucky I did, for I saw proof with my own eyes that you are Bahamut's chosen. Furthermore, Skaz Cloudbreaker, but a year ago, was barely out of the egg. How can this be?
Oh,
there is some
interesting.
trouble afoot. Some manipulation is happening. I would return to the surface and try to discover it.
As fearsome as he was, his motives were very immature, that of a youngling, a young drake.
You are wise, young owling, as is known. You speak the truth. No true dragon would serve such creatures as these.
I want to kind of do like a little bow to Oslo or Ozzyl, and it was an honor to fight beside you.
As was mine. This stinking carcass will soon attract the denizens of this place. You must leave as soon as you can. Be on your way if you do not wish to be overrun. But I must go back the way I came. I will find you. Oh, yes. Yes, young one?
Past the carcass, he's kind of blocking the entrance of the cave.
He moves over there, sinks his claws into the body, drags it with a low rumbling crunch, leaving a smear of bloody ichor across the ground. But yeah, he manages to move him out of the way. Worry not, small one. Is there much else I can do for you before I leave?
Nothing. Just by the sheer force of like, just made me feel how like infinitesimally small I am.
So Manon, Ozzyl's tail kind of snakes around, comes in slowly toward you. It's like a club at the end, and it just sort of like touches the ground at your feet. And he says, when you return to the prime material plane, you are known to me and I am known to you. Reach out to me and I will come. And hopefully I will have discovered something by then. Your mission is honorable and that of something that the true herald would do. Bahamut has chosen wisely.
She can help us.
Thank you, Ozzyl. Can we escort you, or can we go with you to the prime plane?
To
the above.
I thought you were on a mission here.
Well, we have to get to the surface first.
Oh,
we were on our way out of here when they.
Okay, slight communication error between us. You don't have to go to the surface to transport from this circle of stones to the next circle.
Oh.
You can do it from here. So you just need an intact one. And the other ones you were at were broken. So this one is intact, so you can use this one. So let's just rewind that so we understand.
Okay.
So he says, I must go back the way I came. And he sort of takes a moment and you see him kind of like close his eyes. And if you would guard my sleep for a moment. and he sort of settles into this like trance-like state for about 10 minutes, and you see sort of like his wounds start to heal a little bit one by one. The gaping wounds, the bite marks start to just sort of heal a little bit. And
Nice.
Baobar has fallen asleep, Kitty.
Oh,
No.
you just hear him slightly purr in
Yeah.
the corner.
You're holding him.
Yeah.
So if you allow Ozzyl to rest for about 10 minutes, he shakes himself awake, looking quite a bit less haggard, and he turns around and you see him cast a spell, and he slowly turns invisible, and then he's more slender, less bulky than Skaz, and you sort of hear him move into the tunnel to the northwest, but you don't see him as he disappears into the darkness.
Nice.
Okay. Manon, you are now friends with Ozzyl, the Jealous One. He knows you're
Yay!
He knows you're the true herald. He will support you when the time comes, and you can message him.
Cool.
Okay. What would you guys like to do next?
I think we need to figure out how to rest. We probably should have asked him to guard us.
Oopsie.
I want to investigate Cloudbreaker's scales. I want to know more about this magic, or what I can get off of him as far as material, or if I'm able to like take a scale or to examine.
And I'm going to rough through Malgani's stuff and see if I can find anything.
Of course you are. Okay.
I'd like to disgrace the dead, please.
Okay, you can recover his claws, which each one, so he would have, I'm going to say roll 3d4.
3d4.
Yep. So altogether from all 4 legs, you can recover 7 claws. Each one can be crafted into a dagger that does an additional d6 of lightning damage.
I like daggers.
Damn.
You got to write this stuff.
Fan of daggers.
You guys got to write this stuff down, or it doesn't count. Okay.
So 7.
So your problem right now is that Baobar is asleep, and you guys are kind of stuck here until Hoots can cast a 5th level spell, which is after a long rest. And you know that the dragon carcass is going to start attracting bad guys. So what would you like to do?
So can we not get to? We can't even get to the surface yet.
You could go to the surface if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that. You just need to spend 7 spell slots between all of you.
I have
I
no
have that.
spell slots unless. Okay.
I have it. So I think we should go to the surface and regroup and heal, not in danger. But
I'm down.
I'm open in case somebody else has other ideas.
I have the necessary spell slots needed. Like I can spend 7 right now in order to do the circle.
Okay. Are you guys on the map near Horsestall?
I just don't see Baobar.
Oh, yeah, my bad. He wasn't here last time, so that's why he's not here.
We
okay.
did grab him, right?
Yeah,
He fell asleep in my arms.
Okay. So you are able to activate the stone that was at the north portion of the map. And this one's not like a mirror. It's more like a tunnel, right? So imagine like inside of the stone, just an arched dirt kind of earthen passageway opens up, and you literally walk to the surface not far, but it's a link between 2 worlds that seems like a cave. Okay. But once you pass out into the grassy wilderness, you can let me see. All right, let me do this. Just checking. There we go. How's that?
I like that. That's a nice sound.
Immediately feeling the relief of being away from the Underdark. There's a cool breeze moving through the trees. It is, it's midday, and you haven't been here since Boots led you this way.
Sorcerer needs rest.
Yeah. Okay.
The wizards after a battle need nappy.
Yeah, nap time.
I am an EB owl.
Sleepy sleep time.
Okay, how would you do that? You're just gonna look for a safe.
We could go
safe-ish
back to
place?
We could go back to Horsestall, and then
And then sleep in the tavern.
sleep. Yeah, and then come back, or we can try to find something that feels remotely safe right here. I guess.
Well, we could go, like, if we go there too, can we talk to that shopkeep as well? And then there's also, the smith and stuff, so we can get the armor and daggers and whatnot.
Yeah. To be clear, you guys have not been to Horsestall yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Can I roll an insight just to figure out who has a tracking device, whether or not it's Manon
Oh,
or
sorry.
Kitty?
That's my bad. When you were looking at Malgani and looting her body, you found a compass very, very similar to the one that you had one time, Kitty,
Yeah.
which points the way to Manon.
Oh, that's right, because she gave.
That's how you found Manon in the first place?
Yep.
Was
And so
using that
Malgani
compass?
had it their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. She had her own version of it. Okay, so you guys on the big map? Yeah? Is everybody on the big
Yes.
map? So you see this little that's where you are. That place of power that just to the northwest of Horsestall. So it's about 8 miles away. So that's approximately, let's see, in this difficult terrain, that's about 6 hours on foot through this terrain.
That's midday. We'd be able to reach it by evening. And then figure out some dramas or some info in Horsestall. Did you pick up the compass off of Malgani?
Yeah, she would have. Yeah.
Okay, because
I forgot
that
to
would be
describe it.
helpful if we ever do get split.
It's pointing right at Manon.
So that way we can rely on it if we ever get lost.
great.
That's actually a great idea if you want to write that down. You have a compass that points to Manon, so if you guys ever get separated, you can find her.
Because I know that's going to happen. Lilith is going to come by and be like, my child with me.
All right,
I'm going to be like, no, where'd you go?
Is the compass cursed though?
How would you find out?
Rolling
I can find out
Okay.
because we should take it if it's not cursed.
I would say that Manon, you can use your topaz gem as you have done in the past, and it was cursed, but it was cursed to Malgani, so the spell's broken now that she's dead. So
Yes.
that same kind of control that Lilith was exerting on Kitty, she was clearly exerting on Malgani as well.
I say I'm going to take the compass and put it in the bag of holding.
That is a good idea.
Do you guys want to go into Horsestall or try to rest outside of Horsestall?
I'm down for whatever you guys think is best.
The more delay that we have, the worse it's going to be for Thrax, in my opinion. So I'm siding with Katie and just staying put, and whatever comes our way, we can hopefully subdue, rather than trying to make the trek back and forth or discovering, Horsestall. I think we can discover Horsestall after getting Thrax or trying to escape to Kingsbay. Because as soon as we have Thrax, I'm sure that's going to be like all bad news. And we're going to have to try and flee town. More or less.
Cool.
Okay, so
you're going
to camp in the wilderness? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kitty, I feel like let's just have 3 survival checks from you.
Kitty?
Yeah. You're the ranger.
I am. All right, 3, here we go. Oh no.
Nice.
These red dye are coming in close.
Oh no.
Oh, that was awful. Never mind.
That was a CJ roll. I mean, look, CJ interfered.
Yeah, in on balance, it's good enough to get by. You are able to. I'm just gonna do this.
My survival is a higher plus than Kitty's is, but I think she's proficient in survival.
Yeah, your
And I'm
survival's based on wisdom, which is why you've got the bonus to it.
Ah,
So where's everybody at on stress?
I am.
personally or in the game because
Your characters.
I am quite stressed after that.
What are you talking about? You won.
Oh,
You
there
did
was a
great.
point where I was not. When I goes down to 7 hit points, I'm like, and going through trying to hit Malgani, I'm like, I don't think I'm breathing because I like hyperventilating.
That was awesome. That was amazing. You crushed it. All right, I'm just gonna say that everyone, you've gained time, but you've kind of cost yourself a little bit of stress because you've camped out. And I'm just gonna say, Kitty, whether it was the right decision or the wrong decision, you're like, no fire tonight. So it was a little bit cold. It was a little bit less, less restful. So everybody mark down 5 points of stress.
Okay.
Okay. Does that take you? If it takes anybody over 10, you'll be at 1 level of exhaustion.
Got it.
Anyone?
Yeah, me.
Okay. So Kitty, you couldn't sleep all night really well, and you just kind of paced around and like were on guard. And every noise, every snapping twig, everything, you'd like sit up and you'd circle. And so everyone else got a more or less more restful night than you did.
Fair.
But in the morning, Hoots, with a full night's rest, everyone can hit the long rest button. You guys all good with that?
I
Yep.
had a question.
Yes, my friend.
Am I able to make a non-material warm to help warm us, keep us warm?
Prestidigitation style or
Yeah.
something like that?
It says that you know, no larger than 1 cubic foot. You can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
I would say that you did that for yourself all night.
Okay.
You
I
kind
was
of
selfish because I
you would-
can't take the stress.
You would kind of wake up and like cast it on like a little space you're sleeping on, and then roll over onto it, and then keep yourself kind of warm, and maybe cuddle in with Baby B while Kitty is in a bad mood, like stalking around the camp, like quiet,
Quiet.
quiet, be quiet.
I'm going through PTSD from being scared for so long to that one second.
Like in Lord of the Rings, be quiet.
Yeah.
Fool of a took, throw yourself in next time.
Mhm.
Okay, so you wake up in the morning. Kitty, you have Sadie's staff back.
I do.
So you
Yeah.
can cast Goodberry if you would like to, and rather than using rations.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that then.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
Yes.
So
Oh.
that's kind of the way you're doing rations. The alchemy jug is keeping you watered, and Hoots, you can. You study you realize, of this place of power, this teleportation circle at Horsestall. You also know of this one down here, right? And you know of 2 in the Underdark. Okay, the one you just came from, you could teleport back to that one, and you have, using your sorceress ways, you have discerned the sigil sequence for the teleportation circle that is 2 days away from the Underdark Forest where Thrax is located. You can cast teleportation circle from anywhere. It doesn't have to be here, and travel to there. You just have to draw the circles on the ground, and it takes, how long does it take? It's 1 minute. Okay. So what would you guys like to do?
I will get to work with drawing the circles and making the preparations.
Okay.
I have intentions to go to the Underdark Forest.
Okay. Excuse me.
Just gonna notate the sigils
Okay.
and document that.
Alrighty. And you, if that's what you got going on, yes, Katie.
I would like to spend 10 minutes inspiring my fellow travelers.
Well done. Okay.
Thank you.
You do so,
Nice.
and imagine yourselves. Oh, you guys can all put down. Can you put that in the chat again, Katie? I'm sorry. It's your charisma bonus plus your level, or just your level? Your level plus your charisma modifier. So 9 plus 1 is 10? Or, you got to change it now.
It was already 10.
So now it's 11.
Yeah.
So everyone gains 11 temporary hit points.
Yay!
All right. So there is a certain amount of trepidation and fear as Hoots you cast teleportation for the first time, drawing on the ground the sigils as you understand them into the Underdark, right? As you call forth the spell, a portal opens, a shimmering portal, kind of similar to the mirror in the other one, but it just sort of floating in the air, and your companions walk through it one at a time. You find yourselves back in pitch blackness, the Underdark, in a different place, a place you've never been, but with the same sort of crystalline, similar or familiar stones in that 5-piece circle. It is sort of barren and desolate, but wherever the roof of the cave is, it's too high to notice. You begin to walk to the north, which is sort of your understanding of where the forest is. Is there anything you're doing or anything you're...
Cartographing on the map, referencing the map almost immediately. As soon as I'm in the Underdark, that's the first thing I pull up.
Thank you. You see nearby your location a small village. It's called Tulros. And there are figures moving around in the village, and you can't quite tell the race or the species of those creatures, but there are strange names unfamiliar to you. You can either visit the village or you can work your way around it. It will cost you a day to go around it.
I don't know what this village is.
Can Kitty go do recon?
I can.
Kitty recon for disguise self, yes.
You got it. All right, let me get my disguise self out.
Do you have any idea how glad I am you said disguise self?
Genius. All right, disguising self. I am. Who do I want to disguise myself as? Just a normal villager.
What race?
Yeah, you have to know what the village race is.
What species, I should say.
I got that. I can do that. And we're going to Horsestall.
No, you're going to a village in the Underdark called Tulros.
Tulros.
Can she get close enough to
house?
see what they are?
She can certainly try.
I want to know what
Ooh.
kind of house they are. How do I figure that out?
They're not
They're
part
not
of
on the main
they're
map.
not part of Moonshae at all.
They're underneath.
Yeah,
All right,
it's in the Underdark.
I'm gonna stealthily get up to see if I can see what kind of people they are, so I can blend in.
Okay, using the map, I will say that you can roll a stealth check straight up, and we need different. We need sort of that Underdark kind of sound. Here we go.
And stealth.
Oh, that The dice doesn't match that number at all.
I know, but I'll take it.
No,
What is
right?
Is that a 3 plus 13? Yeah, that's what it is. A 3 plus 13. Okay.
Or did it subtract 3 from 9? Because it like
I don't know. So Kitty, there's a there's a woods, kind of a woods aesthetic to this part of the Underdark, but the trees don't have leaves on them. They seem like dead trees, and they seem very, very mossy and like grown with fungus toward the bases, almost like the roots are what you're seeing up into the air, and the fungus, and you kind of don't want to get close to the fungus patches. So that makes it a little harder to like sneak toward the village.
Mhm.
But you get within kind of sighting distance of it, and you see wooden huts. It's similar in many ways to a surface village, but you
No.
you notice that there are glowing lights occasionally, but they're not torches or lanterns. They just seem to be glowing devices.
Tiffany, don't make that face.
Yeah.
You're not to like ruin.
Yeah. So you do start to see some people moving to and fro, moving about, and roll a perception check. All right. You guys might see, if you're not Kitty. Oh, there you go.
Ooh, success.
All right. We're giving you a D4.
Yes.
heroic dice.
Awesome. Yes, I can.
All right. So you see a village in front of you. You see people moving about. And immediately you notice that the vast majority of them are drow, dark elves. They're
Ooh.
dark gnomes. And then there's a mix, but you're just seeing people kind of going about their day. And it's a bit different because it's, surface villages you feel free to walk into. But as you kind of approach the southern edge of this village, you notice that it is up, like you have to climb kind of steeply up to the village itself. And you're at a disadvantage as you notice there are drow in the distance, like on watchtowers, kind of looking down toward the way that you're coming. But with your natural 20, you saw them before they saw you, so you just sort of back into the darkness, now armed with that information. Actually, with your natural 20, I will say that you came across a marker in that's sort of a path that leads up the thing, and there's like a marker, and there's a thieves' cant message that says Mad Max, seek me out. It says, so the thieves' name is Mad Max.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
And it says, seek me out at the, let me just get this for you real quick. The Mug and Light.
Mug and Light. Got it.
That is the name of a tavern, you gather.
Perfect. All right. Well, now that I've seen kind of what we're getting into, I don't necessarily need to disguise myself to go in. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to inform the group that we're in drow territory with elves and gnomes alike. So we should proceed with caution. But if anybody in this group has any information of how we can get into this village without causing a ruckus, that would probably be good to know.
Or we could just go around it.
Let me give you a little background, because it would be common.
I was gonna roll for like some sort of history or like knowledge check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of years ago, the elves were divided, with those benevolent disposition battling those that were selfish and cruel. The war among elvenkind ended when the good elves banished their malevolent kin to the subterranean depths, the Underdark. Here, in the lightless caverns and endless warrens of twisting passages, the dark elves, the drow, found refuge. They also found leadership in the only elven deity who had not forsaken them. At her command, the dark elves built an empire in the underworld They are the children of Loth, the Spider Queen. They are the ones that become driders if they fail to please her.
So they're friends,
Not necessarily friends with driders, right?
but they're under her rule. Well, technically, we're all under her rule right now because she's
Yeah,
up
this is
there.
her realm.
Yeah.
But my point is that they worship the Spider
Mhm.
Queen. They shun driders. Remember, the driders are kind of
Yeah,
like
they're kind of
shunned.
like the misfits.
But
Yeah.
it's a bit like it probably there's probably similar relationships on the top side between humans and like humans that have kind of taken worship of an evil god, right? So
Okay.
but these are not nice people.
Got it. I would like to go in to the village. Maybe we can do this when we come back, unless you guys wanted to go for a little longer, but I'd like to go in disguised and look for this Mad Max character.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for the sake of game, just to stay on track, you have traveled back a quarter mile, found your friends hiding in a little warren, and you're having this conversation.
Yep.
I'm going to stay put. It's pretty obvious for an owl, even when I pull over my cloak, that I'm going to be, like hobbling on chicken legs. Like I don't have boots. I look like a mage, so it's going to be pretty hard to kind of discern need or guise myself. So I'm going to stay put. I believe the best bet is for a fellow rogue who's up to no good can have a better chance to go see this individual.
Yes.
But
All right, so the idea is for Kitty to go alone.
I feel like I could disguise myself.
good.
I'm just kidding. I
Kitty
can't.
with your
Oh,
natural.
I was really
wait,
excited. I was hoping.
Kitty with your natural 20. I will say that like the majority of the folks you saw moving around were drow, a few dark gnomes, a few dragonborn, a few dark dwarves, right? Tieflings, goblins, orcs. Yeah.
I would love for Manon to come with me if possible. And then I'm going to disguise myself as one of the drow.
I have one of boots, and I can guise my feet so they don't look like chicken. Then I could go with. I could just put my cloak over and be good.
Be a little gnome. You can be a little
Okay.
gnome.
Be a little gnome.
Okay. Kitty, you disguise yourself as a drow?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I think that's better, Sel, because it has to be similar to my size, and a gnome definitely is not.
Yeah, so you're essentially, human-sized, right? Medium-sized creature. Okay, so imagine you are approaching this village, and you're coming up the natural terrain of it sort of funnels you into a path that leads onto a road that leads between two buildings, and there is a guard tower there. As you approach, the gates are open. All of you guys, as the two drow guards armed with longbows and looking down at you from like 20 feet up, kind of staring down at you, they're kind of raising their eyebrows and just you get the sense that this village is a place for trade. But go ahead and roll persuasion, each one of you.
Yeah. Persuasion. Done. Nat one again?
Nice.
No way.
Where was this person in the fight?
Saving it, apparently, for this.
Oh, shoot.
Well, you might have actually wanted this better. So, Manon, you're kind of only existing in this sphere of light. For a moment, the guy looks suspiciously at Manon, and then Kitty, you give like a symbol, like we're good in the thieves' cant, like just a quick like hand signal, and he seems satisfied with that. He just kind of, yeah, he's like
the gang sign.
No gang signs. But yes, he seems satisfied with that, and you pass into the village. without a problem. Okay. And just out of curiosity, what are you guys doing with Baobar?
I think Hoot should have him tucked under his
Is it gonna fit?
cloak.
Actually,
But give him a dragon scale and then.
Please,
Oh,
Tiffany.
unless Tiffany
please,
has a better idea.
Please do what I think you're gonna do.
To add to a
yes.
myself, I'm gonna have Baelbard in the cloak, but like act as a hunch to go like as a misfigured,
Look at that.
Okay.
a creature thing, kind of misshapen.
I was gonna
To
say.
guide the owl.
I was gonna
I thought
say he could stand on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
It'd be like
he'll be on my shoulders, but he'll be like under
like
my
a cloak and like no, it wouldn't work because he's a tabaxi. So you obviously don't want a tabaxi in this place. So he is a hunch under your cloak.
Yes.
Who would like to persuade him to do that?
I will persuade him because I have better persuasion.
Now you do.
What's your persuasion?
10.
What's your
What's
persuasion?
yours?
Oh, okay.
I got 9.
That's fine.
So she beats
You
me
guys
now.
are all pretty good. You can give Kitty advantage.
So
Nice.
Okay.
you're
Go ahead, Kitty.
welcome.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Kitty.
Advantage and persuasion.
All right. 22.
Good thing you had advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So you turned it into a game for Baobar, and he's holding as still as he possibly can for points. Okay, so you work your way through the village. You're moving along, and you see some fairly disturbing folk. The customs and what's considered normal here is a little terrifying. There are a number of people in public, the stocks like chained up around in various locations. Evidently, like this sort of public torture and humiliation is a well accepted practice here. But you do find your way to a busy tavern where there is a lot of raucous laughter and music coming from, and you work your way in, and it's called the Mug and Light. And as you enter the tavern, you are treated to, let's just do this here real quick. Let's hit the first one. Well, I don't know if Cozy really does it for us. That's too much. There. So there's a tavern, kind of a little soft music playing. There are orcs, goblins, drow, dark dwarves, dark gnomes. Behind the bar is a drow woman with long white hair. Drow have very, very pale gray skin with light colored gray eyes, and she
That's cool.
immediately takes notice of you and sees strangers, and so she kind of cocks her head to one side, but nods welcoming enough. What would you like to do?
I am going to use maybe perception to see if I can identify Mad Max in the group.
All right, so
We should have looked for him on the map.
Yeah. So you're looking for someone in the tavern named Mad Max. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Let's see.
Oh, without advantage. Sorry. I really didn't mean it.
We'll take the left one, which is a 23, which isn't bad, really. I'm going to move you guys to the tavern here. Okay. Sure enough, you see a table, like probably the most prominent table in the place, and there are 5 drow sitting around the table. And in the Thieves' Cant, there are a number of indicators that table belongs to Max, and at either side of him there are drow warriors, and he himself is this rather short, blonde-haired man with a ponytail, wearing leather armor, with his hands cupping behind his head and his feet up on the table, and he's just kind of sitting there listening to they're kind of talking amongst themselves. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
No. Speak Common, not Undercommon.
They have obviously clocked you and seen you come in. So they're watching you without being obvious about it.
Yeah, I have Primordial, Gnomish, and Sylvan.
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of conversations happening in this bar that none of you can understand.
Dude, I really don't know what to do at this point.
Do...
Are we in the tavern too? Because I just still see we're
Yeah,
not like there's not a view
I don't have a map
of the
of the
tavern.
tavern.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Hopefully you guys aren't going to pick a fight in here. So
I was just gonna say, can I just roar really loud?
Yep, you sure can. You do notice, Manon, that of the Dragonborn you've seen, and there are a few, they're all chromatic. So no metallic.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Bad guys.
Correct. Blue, green, red.
Why are we looking for Mad Max again? Because Kitty saw his name on a sign?
Correct.
Yeah,
Did I
think
this
we
through?
should just no. I think we should just come back to
Also,
this.
like maybe he could help us get Thrax out. Maybe he knows some info.
Well, can you speak to him in Thieves? Speak?
Thieves can't? Yeah, can I talk to him in Thieves can't?
You could try.
All right, yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
We're here, let's do it.
Four of you move sort of closer to the table. How do you approach? What tactic do you take?
I just take a slow, methodical approach while keeping my eyes right on Mad Max, not blinking, because I don't want to intimidate him, but I want him to know I mean business and that I know who he is. And I come to him and I say, Mad Max, I hear you're one that's able to procure things or able to get into deadly areas. Would you be willing to provide a little bit of information about a specific site or maybe a bit of gold? I'm just going to proposition right away. No, straight business, no beating around the bush,
no
right to it.
Just right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on, persuasion. On normal persuasion.
An expert at persuading is Manon. Okay, hold on.
Yes. Apparently. I can't even persuade.
Okay, so he kind of looks at you, and he looks at your group and kind of like nods, and he replies in kind that gold is always appreciated. But then he looks around the bar and he sort of leans forward, his chair clunking into its space, kind of motions for you, and then he stands up and turns around behind him and walks through a door, leaving the door open behind him.
I motion to the group and we follow.
Okay. You follow him into kind of a back room, a private space. One of the four that were around the table comes with you guys, closes the door behind him, and stands there with his arms kind of crossed, just not aggressively, but just sort of watching the proceedings.
In front of the door?
He's on your side.
Okay, but he's not blocking the door.
With you, and he's blocking the door. Like,
but
the four of you, well, the three of you plus Baobar are there, and Max is going to try to see through your deception. So let's do. Oh, yeah, you still appear to be a drow. So he says, unfortunately for you, he says something in Undercommon, and you like are looking at each other, and he's looking at you, and he then switches to Common. surface talk. Are you an above ground dweller?
That kind of information requires a give and take in kind. What's it
What?
to you to know? Yeah.
So
What do
yes.
Well, you speak very fluently. I must compliment you. It's quite nice, actually. So he
Show him your boobs.
It's
What an audacious thing to say.
Mad Max. Flattery will not work on me.
it's already working.
I just feel a jab from Kitty as I'm just muttering, what an audacious thing to say.
little.
Beobars, stop flirting with my mom.
My adopted father's gonna be so mad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Beobar seems to understand the tension of the situation and is holding still. Okay. So again, like I said, Mad Max is not he's not very physically intimidating, but you get this sense from, number one, the guy at the door kind of is, but you get this sense that Mad Max is like a lot more than meets the eye. So he's not like this physically powerful person, but he's this dark elf who, it's impossible to say how old he is, but he does seem intrigued by you and says, I have to admire the pure audacity of coming here. And so I will hear you out. I am a great admirer of adventurers, and you seem like an adventurous group, you and your friends.
I've heard great things about you, Mad Max, and I promise we would not come here unless it was absolutely dire. However,
roll a deception really quick.
got it. Ooh, deception's not that great, so we'll see.
He says, what can I call you? You have me at the disadvantage of not knowing your name.
You can call me. Give me one sec.
You know, most people just know their names.
I know.
She is dramatic. Pause.
You can call me Miss Madeline.
Miss Madeline. Quite lovely. And at that moment, there's a light rapping on the door. And the large bodyguard type guy like steps to the side, opens the door. And the barkeep, the woman that you saw earlier, comes in with a tray, sets it down on the table between you, kind of gives you all a knowing look, gives a wink to Max, and walks out, closes the door. And Max picks up a little brandy and has a sip, offers it to you. Please sit down, Miss Madeline.
We take the seat, but we do not take anything from the tray.
Okay.
And I begin to ask Mad Max, here's where I'm gonna screw.
You can take your time.
Yeah. We're looking for an encampment, one that is heavily guarded, and we seek to be able to free one of our own, because this person is imperative to our mission.
Very good. Please tell me more. He sets down the brandy that he was drinking, takes a different one, takes a sip, sets it back down.
If it were you needing to get in and out without being seen, how would you do it?
Well, an encampment doesn't give me enough information to go on. What do you mean by an encampment?
The encampment is within a forest, and it is guarded by driders.
The Drider Forest?
Yes, the
You
Drider
wish to go
Forest.
to the Drider Forest and rescue what? A corpse?
You said that we look like explorers and adventurers, and we are the very best.
He kind of leans forward. He kind of holds his hands out like gently toward you. Right? And he like the Godfather, right? He like leans in toward you, Kitty, and like cups your face. What outrageousness! What adventurousness! I love it! What a great idea! How would I get in there? Well, let's see. He gets up and he starts pacing back and forth. First of all, you're going to need antitoxin. How are you set for that?
Currently, we are quite low on antitoxin. Is there potentially a...
I'll stake you. I'll stake you antitoxin just to see if you survive. What else? What else? How are you set for weapons? This little one, spellcaster? You with the hump on your back. That little creature back there. What? I don't need to know what it is. But I don't even know what you are. Never seen anyone like you before.
There's no cropping. It's with this thing.
Did you know that your companion, Miss Madeline here, didn't want you to drink any of that? Now I can see
It's
why.
quite warm. But suddenly I'm very loud.
It's quite normal, my friend, quite normal. And what of you? We don't get many metallic dragons here.
Yep.
She
like
is
her.
not one word for once for words. Yes.
I quite like her. So let's see. Antitoxin, adventurousness, a healthy dose of stupidity. What else do you have going for you?
Oh, good question.
Not
what do we have
much.
in the book? Yeah.
To know their weakness. Spiders need weaknesses.
Well, I'll tell you this. Their only weakness will be that they'll never expect someone to sneak into their forest operation. I'll tell you this. I'm assuming that you think one of your companions is a slave?
Yes.
The slaves are used by the Driders to dig in the forest floor for rare and tasty truffles, which the Driders covet. And I'm sure you saw the fungus and mushrooms on your way here.
Yes.
In the forest, 2 days to the north, the fungal growths are quite expansive. Most of the fungal growths are quite dangerous. It can lead to injuries or death. So the Driders prefer to use their slaves for this work, as they see it as beneath them. They probably, as I said, they won't be expecting someone to attempt to rescue, and they're probably not that well guarded in these locations. But you must be swift. You must get in and out. You must not dally or linger. You must avoid the mushrooms, and I will provide you with descriptions of the ones to avoid. You must not walk through the fungal fields. You must have a great deal of antitoxin. As I said, I'll stake you. And otherwise, you must move quickly and come back here, where you will be allowed to rest yourselves and heal from your injuries and recover. As I said, I'm just fascinated to see someone try this.
Do you have any fellow adventurers who would like to be a guide for us?
I do not have anyone who's suicidal, but I will make sure that you are properly guided to the edge of the forest. There is a lake between our lands and the forest itself, and you must paddle across it. My man will show you where the boat is located, and from there you're on your own.
Okay.
Mad Max, we thank you, but I know that saying that is not, almost enough for reparations. So if you will accept, I do have a gold bracelet I would like to give to you as a sign of good faith for when we come back, because we will come back.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh,
Kitty doing work as usual.
about time she started doing something.
So mean to each other. Okay. Kitty.
I don't see you flirting with random men at bars to get us information.
I don't have to.
Yeah, that's true.
Manon's version of flirting was like that. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't really remember flirting, but I don't think you're doing it right now. Okay. So you sort of pass it over to him, and he kind of reaches out and takes it, and then he quickly grabs your hand, right? And then he kind of like you're holding your hand out, and he kind of does this number. And then he's like, "You're no drow. I don't know what you are, but you're no drow."
I guess I will forever be a mystery.
Oh,
now I'm intrigued, he says. But next time it might be wise to speak the language. But worry not. While you're in town, my men will go with you, and they will speak for you.
Thank God.
You were right to come here. There are a number of things that you can arm yourself with. There is a shop nearby. There is a blacksmith. I'll tell you what, and he gives you the bracelet back. I appreciate the sentiment, but surely you must have come across something else on your adventures that's more rare, less based on treasure and more interesting. What do you have there, my young friend?
in a drunken bludgering, like the knapsacking, I empty out like the bag of holding all of the contents, including my own personal possessions, as well as the dragon scales and the materials is on the table.
He looks up at the blacksmith, and he's laughing. Oberon, go grab Uta. Tell her to bring coffee. This one has had enough brandy. And he kind of smirks and walks outside. And amongst the stuff you dumped out, are the dragons things there?
Yeah, all the dragon materials, and I think we also see, what is it? We'll see a thimble that was full of the Sprite arrow that I traded for a thimble
full of
wine to that pixie.
Yep.
It's just a little tiny little arrow. The tankard, both big and small.
Mm-hmm.
A hunting trap, my telescope, 5 alchemist fire vials that we got from the trident things.
Right.
Animate powder. Adamantine powder.
Yeah. Adamantine. Yeah. I'm going to stop you right there, because his interest is piqued by the sprite's arrow.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping it would be.
Yeah. He thinks that's very interesting. And he's like, "Oh, dragon scales. And I got some of those." And then he kind of takes the arrow, and he's like, "Oh, if you wouldn't mind, this the poison on these arrows is quite interesting and rare. I'd like to investigate it a little bit more."
I promise to keep that safe if I could only have it back after.
He just pockets it, kind of like, yeah, okay.
Just going on a tangent.
You can mark that off your character sheet, but in exchange, you feel as if your contact with Mad Max here has opened up this small town to you and will be a base of operations for your
Nice.
Yes.
incredibly stupid attempt to enter Drider territory.
Yes.
It's 10 p.m. How do you guys feel about
That's
stopping
awesome.
point? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, this feels like a really good natural stopping point.
I like it.
All right, good job, everybody. Can I get before we wrap it up? Can I get each of you to roll a d100? Just want to mark this down here.
Yep.
Oh, nice, Kitty.
Oh, dang. That was hooch.
Wow.
Those hoots. Dang.
Or I'm sorry, that was Hoots. Nice job, Hoots. Okay. Great. That's good. I'm gonna keep track of that. All right, you guys. Good job, you Dragon Slayers.
I feel like the battles are fun, but I like really enjoy the interactions with like this like last part is like so funny to me. Like
yeah, I've never had like a group that I like try to hurry through the battles more to get to this stuff. It's awesome. Okay, good job, you guys.
Yeah, well done, everybody.
Hat tip, golf clap. I'm out of stuff, and we are all dice.
We went up a level.
We are dice quadruple.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we got new dice. We killed dragons. Oh, yours is cool, Katie.
You guys
this one's mine.
Mine has like black stuff inside it. Like it's like little veins of black.
Yeah, mine has a little bit of black on the
bottom.
Hold up the kitty face. But yeah, oh yeah, the kitty face is right here.
You can see it really good on the camera.
It's so cute.
Right? And here's the butt.
That's so funny.
But I love the shimmer in this. Like I couldn't help but play with it the whole time.
Like mine's a little obscured, but
yeah, the camera's kind of blurry.
Send it to the chat.
That's cool.
Crit shit.